What's up, guys? Lou here from TSA. Just wanted to give you guys some tips on something that I kind of suffer from myself, and I know clients or athletes or my ex-athlete program I have going on. Some people have tight hips, so when it comes to lower body work, I kind of see certain compensations and stuff like that. But I'll show you some of the stuff that I do personally, and some of the stuff I have some of my clients do that can help you get into a better positioning, or basically help you open up and get you in a better squat position. And some of the things that are going to come from you not able to get into that position, there's certain things that are going to happen. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit also. So one of the first things is basically when I tell people to squat, they basically do something like this and they hinder and stop right about here. There's a lot going on there. It usually starts at the ankles, but I want to go over with you just a quick stretch that I do right before I squat all the time that kind of just opens me up. All you want to do is grab a stationary something, doesn't really matter. I kind of gonna go right in this rack. Go into a deep positioning of a squat. Keep that chest up as best you can. If you have to round, go right ahead. If you're rounding, there's a reasoning for that, and we'll talk about that. But all you want to do is work on this positioning and work on kind of moving back and opening up a little bit. Keeping your heels flat on the ground. Even maybe this is your squat stance just outside your shoulders. Open that up a little bit. You're gonna feel a little bit different. You really want to open up the hips a little bit and shop around, move around. Now that's one of the key ones that I do. Kind of open up my hips and makes me feel a little bit better. Now, if you're there and you have a rounded back, typically that's associated with having lower, or the lower back isn't strong enough to hold a certain position yet. So if you have a reverse hyper or a 45-degree extension, by all means do that. Do that in the appropriate parameters of strengthening that up. If you don't, here's something else I like to do. Basically just grab a spot wherever you like. You're just gonna hold some prone cobras and supermans. So you do this type of motion, say for timed hold, or basically this type of motion for timed hold. Do that for timed hold and reps. So come down, basically come down 15, 20 reps, control on the way down, control on the way up, squeeze at the top for a second. Now the other problem is that sometimes, like I said, the problem really starts at the ankles. So what you want to do is grab something that you could basically push up against, get close to that. I hope you guys can see me from there. Say something like so. This front foot, you want to keep the heel on the ground, drive that knee into whatever that is. Say you have a wall in front of you. If you don't feel that much, just slightly move back, maybe an inch or so. Keep doing just in that motion. And ideally, you're gonna take that bone, that ankle bone, or the mobile joint, and keep moving it around. A lot of people are restricted down low, or down by their ankle. So ideally, you wanna hit about 10, 12 reps, something like that. Maybe go 2 times through. Those are 2 key stretches that you want to do. And the hold. And then the other thing, one of the ones that really helped my hip out, or basically some of you guys that know me know I have an injured hip. Sound like an old man, but one of the other ones that I like to do is basically, especially for my right side, I like to predominantly prioritize this side, is you're going to lay right down on your back. Just take the other leg, that right leg, pull up on it, so now you're elongating this whole area. One last thing, you're gonna elongate right back also. And really just relax and open up. Open up that area. Again, 20, 30 seconds. Obviously, we know that we can't stretch, if you're tense and you're holding on to, if you're trying to hold on for dear life for stretches, you need to relax and let go. Just breathe normally. Long breaths will alleviate, and you'll feel yourself kind of open up there. Obviously, hit both sides. Like I said, I like to prioritize my right side more than anything else. So I may hit like 2 sets of 30 or 40 seconds on my left side, maybe 4 sets on my right side, because I need to prioritize that. So again, we're gonna go into that deep positioning of a squat. Shop around, open up them hips. Even when you're down there, kind of like internally rotate, externally rotate. you want to move those hips all over the place and make sure that they can really move. Then you kind of want to address the issue of the lower back if that's an issue. If you can't keep your back and chest upright, especially if you can't stay down there with no load, meaning that the round shoulders are rounded forward. When you put a load on your back with squatting, ideally, obviously, that's going to further facilitate that. Maybe you want to address the issue, should you be 100% back squatting at this point if you can't hold that certain position. There's other variations of a squat that you should be doing. But this is Lou from TSA. Hopefully this helped you out. Subscribe to the channel. You guys got any emails, email me up. I'll put my email down below. Till later.